Refreshers, Nicole Lauren from Refresh and Style. So today I'm going to go over the easiest ways for you guys to declutter and organize your bathroom, even when you're dealing with a hot mess behind you, right? If you guys are new to my channel, I'd love it if you hit that red subscribe button so you can follow me on all my decluttering and organizing journeys. And stay tuned till the very end. I'm going to share my #1 secret on how to keep your bathroom organized after you do a deep declutter. We all know what it's like to feel super overwhelmed. You can't keep up with cleaning. You can't keep up with all this stuff that is drowning in your house. It's so easy to let your counters become bombarded with clutter if you don't have a system in place. Or maybe you've got your counters under control and the clutter is hidden in the cabinets. Some of you might be so super overwhelmed when you see this, but the tips that I'm gonna go over are gonna show you how to take this stuff out and keep it minimal going back in. So first things first is we're starting with decluttering. You guys cannot organize any space without doing a deep declutter first. So I always say to start in closet spaces. If your bathroom has a closet, if you're working on, the playroom, start in the closet. If you're working in the bedroom, start in the closet. You wanna clear up the space that all the stuff in the room is gonna be able to go to. This bathroom doesn't have a closet, which might explain why it's busting at the seams everywhere. So if there's no closet, or if you've already done that closet declutter, you wanna start with the cabinets, because again, it's just like the closet. It's a space that's storing stuff inside. We need to see what's coming out, so then we can put everything that we're keeping back in. So this might be overwhelming, right? I'm sure a lot of underneath any bathroom cabinets look like this. Kitchen cabinets. It's kind of a zone where you can just shut the door and forget about that clutter. So we're about to take all this stuff out, and I'm gonna show you the easiest tricks on how to do a successful bathroom declutter. So here we go. #1 tip, get yourself some baskets. I don't care how fancy you wanna get, you can get different kinds of baskets. I don't care how minimal you wanna be, you've got to get baskets, and you need 1 per door opening. We'll label it like that, okay? So we're gonna have 1 basket here, 1 basket there, 1 basket there, 1 basket there. So each door opening is going to have a basket. These ones we ordered on Amazon, they have some at Target, they have some at the dollar store. I will link a few different options below. I like to get the white ones. You can get clear, you can get whatever your little organizing heart desires, but just make sure it is going to fit in the cabinet and it's gonna sit there, because it's literally going to be a saving grace for these cabinets. It's gonna keep them from looking like this, a bottomless pit. Trick is gonna be that once we pull all this out and see what we're keeping, the small stuff is gonna be organized in the front in the baskets, and then refills and large stuff is gonna sit in the back. You don't wanna have loose individual products way back here. You're gonna forget about it, it's gonna get expired, or you're just not gonna use it. So we are almost ready to start pulling everything out to do our decluttering. We've got our bins, we are ready to go. Now you need to make sure you grab those bags. I love to use Husky brand, I'll put the link below. Why do I love these? I can literally pile these so high and drag them literally like all across the nation. They never break. All the ones always break and spill everywhere. That's the last thing you want when you're doing a decluttering project, is to have to clean up another mess. So again, grab 2, grab 1 for those donations. But when you're doing a bathroom declutter and like a pantry space, chances are half of this stuff is going to be expired. So all this stuff might look super overwhelming. Guys, it goes so fast. Watch how fast, because you're gonna pull it all out and realize the stuff way in the back, it's expired. So it's time to pull all this stuff out to see what's going back in. Get ready to do your bathroom declutter. It is decluttering time. I'm putting my hair up, it's going down for real. So here's the deal, guys, is all this stuff's gonna come out to see what we're gonna keep. Do not make the decluttering decisions as you're taking the stuff out. So if you're gonna keep it or not should not be done at the same time that you guys are doing the action of taking it out. Here's what you gotta do. If you guys are new decluttering with me, then I always talk about categorizing. You have to categorize what you're going to declutter. I use this example all the time. If we're doing your closet spaces and you are trying to declutter your leggings, as you take them out, you're gonna get emotional, you're gonna overthink it, you're gonna make an irrational decision based on emotion. What we do is we put all the leggings in a category, in a pile. So at the end, you see that you guys own 76 of the same black pairs of leggings. Once you see how much of an item you have, it's a little bit easier to decide which ones you're gonna let go of, because you're like, what is actually happening here? I only need 3. Same thing goes with underneath your bathroom sinks. So we're gonna categorize all the sunblock together. We're gonna categorize all the lotions together. We're gonna categorize all the makeup. all the lipstick, all of your stuff. So then when it's time to declutter and make those important decisions, you're gonna see how much you actually have and compare it to how much you actually need. Some of this stuff, a lot of this stuff is, I think, gonna be expired. So as I take that out, I am gonna check the expiration dates because I think it's gonna be pretty obvious in here. If that is too much for you, then just take your stuff out and categorize. You can go through what you wanna keep and what's expired all at the same time through your categories. I'm gonna pull all this stuff out. Who wants to bet how many bags come out of this bathroom right now? I think it's gonna be a lot of expired. So since that side is decluttered, we are moving on to these cabinets. You wanna make sure that you declutter all spaces before you organize. You don't wanna put anything back without knowing what you have in the whole entire space. So I have a tip when it comes to making sure you don't get so much product being brought back in after you declutter. How to keep your bathroom area minimal. So I asked my client what is actually happening in here, like how did this happen? And she's like, well, I don't even know what's back there. So she said that some of this stuff was on sale, like if you bought 4 of them, they were a cheaper deal. She has a job where sometimes she gets this products for free, and then also some people give her gifts. So I have some tips when it comes to all 3 of these things. So you guys hear me talk about all the time when we're decluttering, is this actively used or deeply cherished? And we ask ourselves that to get rid of the items when we declutter. You can also ask yourself that question when it comes to welcoming new products in your house. Is this gonna be something that I deeply cherish? Bathroom stuff is not gonna fall in that category. Is this gonna be something that I actively use? And why this is important, guys, is if you have a sunblock that is buy one, get 6 for free, you don't need 6 of them if it's not actively used. If you guys don't use sunblock a lot, then why are you getting all of that sunblock? If you guys are purchasing, 16 lip palettes or eyeshadows because it's on sale, do you actively use that product? Think about if you're going to go through all of that stuff by the time it's expired. Chances are the answer is no, and chances are you don't have the space. I ask you guys all the time, do you want your stuff or do you want your space? You don't have the space for that much stuff. And here's my other little tiplet, okay? Tiblet? I don't even think that's a word, but whatever, we'll run with it. My tiplet. Here's what I'm gonna say to you guys. So she said she gets a lot of product for free at work. Okay, don't be afraid to give them to your friends. First of all, your friends are gonna love you. If you get free makeup, if you get free hair products, give them to your friends. Say, I kept 1 for myself, maybe 2 at max, and you got 5, give the rest to your friends. They are going to love you for it. Don't be afraid to tell your family members no. If they said, hey, I bought like 6 of this item, do you want a couple? Or hey, I bought you this, do you like it? Be okay with saying no. Don't accept everything just because someone's gifting it to you. Have those conversations. Say, hey, I'm working on my home this year and I'm literally so excited about these home improvements and I've been working on decluttering and living more minimally and I just don't want a lot of backstock, so I don't use that product. But thank you so much for thinking of me. It is okay to have those kinds of conversations, guys, because you don't want to end up with this in your bathroom. So when it comes to organizing what is left, you now have all of your categories. You are literally going to be able to put those categories straight in the bins. And I like to organize based like a vending machine. I say this all the time to my clients and they love it. It works every time and it's super easy to remember, and here's the benefits of it. I'm gonna show you how it works. So you wanna take your basket and face it however it's gonna be in the drawer. So we're gonna have this facing out, that's how it fits in our cabinet. And then you wanna have vending machines going back. So like she has hairspray. We're starting a row. We've got hairspray here. We've got hairspray here. We're gonna have hairspray going all the way back. She's got a mousse product here. She's got a mousse product here. We're gonna have mousse going all the way back. And then we're gonna continue, okay, in our basket, and it's gonna be like a vending machine. The reason why this works is because when you open the cabinet, I use the system in the pantry, I use the system in all places in the house, especially in bins under cabinets. You're gonna be able to see where stuff is. It's going to be going backwards, and you're also going to be able to see what you need at the store. What is the concept of a vending machine? You put the money in, and then it pushes the one out, and you get your little cookies that drop, and then there's some that come forward, okay? You know that there's some there because there's always one behind it. So you are going to be able to keep an inventory of your product. If you realize that this used to be full and maybe it's empty, then maybe you need to buy more. If you don't have a lot of hairspray and you just need a row of hair products, then we can combine hair products to go in this row, and you know that this is all hair. This is gonna be makeup. They're all gonna have a different category. She got rid of a lot of stuff. She still is keeping some hair products, so I think we're gonna have a full bin of hair products. but I'm gonna show you the finished vending machine, but I think that you guys should organize in this way. It literally saves your life. It keeps it organized, and then it's an effective way to see when you need to buy something, and it's just a great way to organize. I love telling all my friends to organize this way. So grab your bins, take your categories, and set up your vending machine. Stuff is out and we have our categories. I wanted to note and tell you guys, do not have clean, perfect, neat categories. Your categories are meant to be messy so you can go through this process quick. It's just supposed to be a pile that you can quickly glance at to see how much of the same product you have. So we've got our skincare, we've got our hair stuff, we have our makeup. They're messy, they're just kind of thrown in here, so your pile should be messy. You don't need to make sure you make them all fancy. We're gonna do the magic when the organizing happens. But I wanted to point out to you guys, the first 5 products I picked up were expired. So these were all in the back of the cabinets. She did not even know that she had them. They would be in the front if she actively used them, or they'd probably be on the counter. The stuff that's on the counter I'm doing last, because chances are the stuff that's on the top you use more, and the stuff that's in the cabinet is not actively used. So this is all expired, it's going in the trash, and I have a feeling that most of this stuff is going in there as well. So just from these 2 cabinets, all this is expired. I'm about to call my client in here and see if the stuff that's left is even actively used, because I think all of this stuff's gonna go in the trash. I threw away the stuff that was expired, the stuff that was sticky, the stuff that had like this much left in there. You don't need to keep those products. So I think some of this she's gonna tell me she doesn't use. This isn't expired, but again, is it actively used? So I think I'm gonna have like nothing to go back in this cabinet. So I'm gonna call her in, we're gonna see what's keeping, and then we're gonna move on to the other cabinet. I found her stash of makeup bins. I respect that they are organized, but some of them are gonna have to go. And I thought I had a lot of lipstick. I can't even handle this. Look at this. I'm pretty sure she's got a different shade for every color of the year. She's about to love me because I'm gonna make her declutter this. I think we have a slight makeup hoarding problem, but no worry. Nicole to the rescue, refresh girl on the scene. I'm about to show her how to get rid of some of this and how to keep it minimal. Do you guys know what this sound is? It's the sound of expired and empty hair products. So we have progress. Happy dances in the bathroom. We have 1 bag here. We have another bag here. I have 2 out there of trash. Expired, half open, half used, slimy. Get rid of those. So now once you guys have all of your cabinets and closets decluttered and you have your categories, we've got hair down here, we've got makeup up there, and we have skincare over there. We have our categories running. We are gonna take our bins that are over there and we are going to organize these cabinets. We are gonna make our vending machines. So make sure, guys, when you put stuff back now to organize them, still in your head to keep your wheels turning, because a lot of times when you do a second round of decluttering, you get rid of more stuff. So we're about to take those categories, put them in our bins so we can have our vending machine organization, declutter along the way. I'm actually gonna use this cabinet here that was full of stuff. It's still got some stuff in there. I'm gonna clean this out, and I'm actually going to put the stuff that was on her counter in here. You don't want to leave stuff on the counter. Keep your counters clutter free. If you have a cabinet to put them in, if not, get a Lazy Susan, get a basket, something so there's not loose product, because this cannot stay. It cannot stay in your bathroom. I'm so excited. So she did amazing in the decluttering process. Clearly, this is all that we're keeping. All I say is just add bins, and working with cabinets, just add bins. Do you see why I say just add bins? Like, now she has an inventory of what she has. It is organized, it looks cute, and I'm gonna show you the vending machine. Okay, so this is literally in the cabinets here. This is why this system works. Just add a bin, and then we've got vending machines happening here, okay? She has her shampoo, and it all goes down. We have our leave-in hair treatment, it all goes back. We have all of her different mousses, and it goes back. We have all of her color treating product, and it goes back. She knows that when she has a full row of stuff, She does not have any more room in this bin to buy anything else. She's got to get rid of an item, or she's got to know that she can't buy anything else. And then in the very back, that's where you can keep back stuff or extra back stock if you have anything else that you need to store. Over here, we have the same thing going on with her skincare collection. So we have all of her lotions that are right here in this line. And then we have over here all of her self tanners. We have room to grow because she actually was out of some skin products like some cleansers. And then we have lotions here. It goes right back, vending machine, so you know that what you have at all times. If she's got anything larger for back stock, that's gonna go back there. I also recommend having a basket for larger products. So, you know, your stuff that you need here, maybe some makeup remover pads. If you have anything that's a little bit larger that you do need, you can organize this more miscellaneous style, like a vending machine, because obviously you're not gonna have a million of these types of products. But again, you've got room in here and you have room behind. Never put loose product behind these bins, guys. That's for extras and large refill items. Over here, we were able to condense some of the makeup to 3 bins. They're organized, so I'm letting her keep these guys. So even when we're doing these small cabinets in the bathroom, be sure to get yourself a bin. Just get a smaller bin. So we've got some bows in here, and then we've got some face wipes. She wants both of these products to stay in this drawer. So we're simply just going to add the bin, add the bows, and the hair ties, okay? And then we're just gonna stick these on the side. So even when they have a small space, just get a smaller bin and contain the mess. Another tip is if you have a lot of makeup that are in palettes, you can also organize them in one of the drawers, and you can actually put them how I show you to stand up your clothes in your drawer, so you can see what you have instead of piling them and they get lost on the bottom. I hope you guys had so much fun with me today organizing and decluttering your bathroom spaces. I told you guys to stay till the end for my #1 tip when it comes to organizing for the bathroom. Here's the deal, guys, is you hear me say it all the time, just add a bin. Not only does it create function and flow, but there's also another purpose for it. Here is my tip to you guys. If it doesn't fit in the bin, it doesn't fit in your house. Okay? If you have a bin that's designated, like here, we've got a designated bin for our hair stuff, we've got designated for skin products. Before you go to the store, I want you to take a quick inventory. I know sometimes you might forget, I know it might seem like an extra step. Take an inventory because you're gonna have to know when you come home, you're gonna have to face actively used or deeply cherished. Because guys, if you go to the store right now and you come home with hair products, it won't fit in this bin, so you're not allowed to have it. If you come home with skincare, you've got a little bit of wiggle room in this bin. So when we find a realistic size of a bin and we say, okay, this is where it's gonna live, you wanna always make sure that you never exceed that limit. If it doesn't fit in the bin, you don't need it in your life. And before you go to the grocery store, before you go to Target, before you shop on Amazon, make sure you do a quick inventory of where that product's gonna live, because guys, that's how you can stay clutter-free. I mean, look at this. Look at this. There's nothing that makes me happier. She does not need any more hair care. I told her she might be able to buy some more lotions because if it's in the bin, it'll fit in her life. Hair care, can't do it. There's no room in the bin, so there's no room in your house for it. So all of this was definitely underneath the bathroom cabinets and on her bathroom counter. Can we say refresh? We now have a counter space, clutter-free. We are ordering a Lazy Susan. It didn't come in, so the actively used products is gonna stay up here and everything else is in a cabinet. I mean, clearly I had so much fun today in the cabinets that I don't even wanna get up. I'm just admiring that we're done. This was a project success and that these bins are literally everything. I'm so excited and my client is so happy with the way they came out. If you guys would like more inspiration and motivation, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram. If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button on my YouTube channel so you can follow me for all things decluttering and organizing. Don't forget to ring that bell so you guys never miss a beat or a basket or what bin I organize with, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. So get to know Nicole time. A lot of you have been asking me different kind of questions and you're like, so what is a spot in your house that is absolutely not folded and is not organized? So I'm actually in a client's house and I was laughing by this. So Underwear drawer, hot mess. So I don't know if I already shared with you guys or if you'd missed it, but I worked at Victoria's Secret for many, many years. And I spent all of my days folding and organizing panty drawers, panty bars. My panty drawer is not folded. So when I go home, this is what it looks like as well. I've got a hot mess in the underwear drawer. How many of you like to actually fold yours and how many just like to just throw them in? I always ask when it comes to your bras and underwear if you're going to keep up with folding those things, because chances are we're not. So I'm not going to create that boutique style. There's always some drawer that it's okay, that's a little messy, as long as you've got a system and a flow that works for you. We're about to dive into this closet, so I will record that for the next video. But in the meantime, drop in the comments, what's your dirty little secret that you have? What's a drawer in your house that is totally not organized?